Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video, again a cross-format duel. As you see at the length of the video, this will be a very short one, very logical because I paired up two OTK decks, very known OTK decks from the past. The first one you see here is called Stein OTK. Back in 2006, around that time period, also 2007. This was the deck list of, I believe, David Rodriguez. He won a Shonen Jump back in 2006. I'll leave the link in the video description, so feel free to check it out. Yeah, very known. Back in that time, back in those few formats in 2006, 2007, you had like two ways to run Stein. This was one possible way, like a few full focused, full based Stein OTK deck with Cyber Dragons, Cyber Stein of course, Exiled Force to clear the field or to destroy one of your opponent's monsters and activate Last Will to search out your Stein. Also Nimble Momonga to hold off your opponent's stall so you could draw into your combo piece, and of course gain life points to pay for the Stein. Yeah, the one Magician of Fate, the Graceful, the Giant Tornades of course to clear the way together with Heavy Storm, Poison of the Old Man, very versatile card to either deal the last burn damage to your opponent or yeah, gain life points to pay for Stein. Then you also had level limit, yeah, to also gravity bind to stall, obviously the 3 Megamorph, the Ring of Destruction to deal more burn damage to your opponent, but yeah, very straightforward. The other way you could run Stein was to just splash it into your deck, and yeah, eventually Stein was becoming a huge problem in the metagame. Like every deck was running one decked Cyber Stein, and eventually Cyber Stein also got the mid-format emergency ban. Since I believe it was upper deck back then, it was yes, Cyberstein was just a problem, a huge problem back then. So it got the emergency ban. Okay, the second deck list is also a very famous OTK. It's the Demise OTK. Very well known since it was common. You run like 6 normals, the 3 insect knights, the double neo buck, and the 1 armored buck. The level 8 you could send to the grave with your advanced ritual art. But yeah, most of the time you'll be sending 2 normals to your grave thanks to advanced ritual art. That will set up your Doomdozer. Doomdozer can be special summoned, something like Chaos Sorcerer, to banish 2 insects from your grave. It has 2/8 attack, which is very crucial as you will see in a moment. And yeah, you have your 9 Searchers, your Manju, Sonic Bird, Senjus, and so on. Then the Metamorphosis. This was one of the versions you could run in the Demise OTK. Metamorphosis on your Demise for the Cyber Twin, very cheap. Then yeah, again, Threatening Roar. The Ring of Destruction, yeah, again, very straightforward. Yeah, that's it. Let's see some duels. Okay, first game. I'm the one who's playing the Stein indeed. My opponent is playing Demise. Looking at my hand, Cyber Dragon, Stein. Although no back row removal just yet. So also I need, yeah, I can't OTK just yet. Although my opponent has, I think, pretty much a perfect hand. He can immediately go for Demise, blow up my whole field, and yeah, I don't main deck Kuriboh since that was pretty much the only hand trap that you could play. And also at that time, during like 2006, 2007, you had pretty much no outs for Demise. Very little chainable traps or spells were running, or yeah, people were running in their deck. It was pretty much Waboku. Maybe Threatening Roar was also an option, I think, during that time. But yeah, people were siding Kuriboh just to combat, just to yeah, battle against Cyberstein, and siding Kuriboh is like not yeah, very good, but it was back then, it was pretty much the only option you could do. So I immediately lose there. Yeah, he pretty much had the perfect hand, and now I hope I can OTK him, but unfortunately he does play Threatening Roar in the main deck. But yeah, then again, I can just set my Cannon Soldier. It's not useful at the moment since I already have the Cyber Dragon. I have the Stein in hand, have the United We Stand, so I can OTK him. Also have Last Will, draw into Megamorph, that's perfect, and he only has 1 set, so I can nicely LST that one, clear the way, and go for Stein, go for Cyber End, Megamorph, and United We Stand to deal enough damage to my opponents. So GG. game number 3. I get to start again. Yeah, very decent opening hand. Nimble Manga set the Ring of Destruction. Nimble was an excellent card. You could 1 stall out your opponent, and 2 obviously thin your deck of the 2 other Mangas, and 3 of course your life points. If they get destroyed by battle, you will gain 1000 life points, very crucial for Stein. And maybe you were able to activate Stein 2 times. It was possible. And yeah, this is just perfect. He has no back row, so go for Stein, go for Blue Eyes Ultimate, activate a Ring of Destruction. I think not needed, so clear the way again for the OTK. Very consistent. Yeah, that was the problem with the deck. It was one of the most consistent OTKs in the history, and at that moment there was little you can do, or you could do, against that deck if your opponent had the combo in hand. You normal summon Sonic Bird, search out the advanced ritual art. I can't really do anything. I have Stein, but I can't OTK my opponent. No attack booster. And yeah, this was very scary. I knew, yeah, and I saw the advanced ritual art, it was game over, since he can blow up my whole field. Everything is destroyed, but as you saw, he sent 2 normal insects to his grave, so he can special summon Doomdozer, activate the Megamorph on the Doomdozer, so it's at 5-6, attack first, so you still have the double attack with Megamorph, and just deal exactly 8k of damage to your opponent. Yeah, that's just how consistent Demise OTK was back then, with your search and so on. Here again, he has pretty much the perfect hand. 1 searcher, the Demise, eventually thanks to his searchers, and yeah, thanks to Premature Burial, he can revive the armed bug, which has the nice 2-8 attack, pretty much the same as Doomdozer, so we can Megamorph it, 5-6 damage, and then attack for game, again exactly game, but yeah, little I could do. Then again, I get to start, so look at my hand, very good, the Graceful Charity, no reason to keep the Graceful in hand like during Goat. It was just better to keep the Graceful in hand until you draw into your Air Knights or Jinzo or Sinister Serpent. But now, yeah, there's no reason to keep the Graceful, and also have the Magician of Fate so I can get my Graceful back. Cyber Dragon, the Cyberstein in hand, so all I need is a Giant Grenade or a Heavy Storm to clear the way. Yes, no response, so that's nice. Normal summon the Stein, eventually activates effect to go for the Cyber, and since I have the Limiter removal in hand, so Megamorph and eventually Limiter removal for game. Very cheap, very easy, but that's yeah, that's how the Stein OTK worked. Anyway, the last duel, I think he gets a start. Yeah, normal summons, I believe it's Senju, searches out his Demise. He has a very good hand. He already has the Metamorphosis in hand, the Demise, the advanced ritual art. So all he needs is a Doomdozer, maybe the Premature Burial, but yeah, the Demise will do. So, you know, just yet, that's not enough, since he needs a second advanced ritual art, that is. So he attacks into the Nimbles, gain some life points, so I need to stall. He has 2 back rows, so I need a Giant Grenade and something extra to boost up the attack. So that's why I activate level limit. So the Nimbles were milled, yeah, were special summoned from the deck, so I can't draw multiples. So activate the level limit, draw the Giant Grenade. Okay, so that's good, but I can't OTK just yet, so I again need to stall. And that's not good, since I'm also giving my opponent the necessary time to draw into his combo pieces, to draw into his resources. Draw into Magician of Fate, again not the optimal draw, so I need to pass again, not good. And here he draws into his second advanced ritual art, and that's not good, since now he can OTK. Demise is switched to defense, but that's not a problem, since he does have his Metamorphosis. I lose my whole field meta on the Cyber Twin, special summon Cyber Twin, and that's not enough, because thanks to the Nimbles I will survive. But that was also very common, just spam your field or get in a lot of damage against the Stein player, so he was not able to use his Cyberstein's effect, since I'm at 2k, and yeah, my Nimbles are already gone, and the Poison of the Old Mans are not going to save me. Anyway, GG, I think Duels perfectly let you guys see how both decks functioned, or yeah, how both decks worked back then. Yeah, anyway, I think, yeah, obviously, thanks for the suggestions. I can't, yeah, keep thanking everyone. Yeah, because I've been getting a lot of positive feedback on these kind of cross-format tools, and they're also very fun to make, very nostalgic. Because I played in all these formats, so it's very cool to redo them again. Also, before I end the video, there was one suggestion someone made a few days ago in one of the videos. Like someone made a suggestion to make something like a small tournament, like a top 16 or top 32 tournament between all those old format decks, like a cross-format duel. Tournament between all those older decks from back to the past. So if you have any suggestions on how I should do this, my current idea is to have like a top 32 tournament, so the single elimination with two decks paired up against each other, and if a deck wins, it will go on to the top 16, top 8, and so on. But yeah, leave your suggestions down below. At the moment it's just an idea. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lead them signing out. Peace.